Zach is with us in New York City to start off this hour. Hey, Zach, how are you?
Hey Dave, how are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So I'm currently a college student and I have a real passion for cars and I've been doing a lot of research into a business that involves cars. It's an app called Turo. I don't know if you're familiar. It's like this peer-to-peer car rental service. It's like Airbnb for cars. And so I've been thinking a lot about getting a car that I can put up on this app and manage it. Best case, I'll be making money on it, or, even if it doesn't do so well, at least I'll come out of college with a car paid off. Or very worst case, if it's just a total flop, I can sell it for a little bit of a loss. But if it lets me do something with cars and make money off of it, I'm trying to see what you think about that. If that's, something risky that's worth taking, and just to see your thoughts on that.
So you're currently in college right now, is that?
Yes.
How are you paying for college?
So my parents are paying most of it. I do have a little bit of student loans.
Okay. And will you be taking on more student loans to complete?
It's $5,000 in loans per year.
Yeah, no. Then right now, you're not buying a car, man. I want you to cash flow the rest of your college experience. I'm like you. I love cars too, man. And it sounds great. The idea sounds great, but it sounds great once you have the cash to actually cash flow that experience. I don't want you putting money into a car and you're steady borrowing money over here to complete your education. So I'm going to say no. Sounds horrible to you, but I'm also going to tell you, I promise you down the road, if you listen to Dave and I by saying invest into yourself, cash flow the rest of your college experience, get your savings up. Then once you build a solid foundation, then if you want to explore that in the next 2 years after you graduate college, by all means, go try it out. But the key thing in there is pay cash for the car. That's going to be the bottom line.
So
Right.
when I was
So,
your age,
well-
when I was your age, I was as entrepreneurial as you are. You've got a real passion for looking around making money. You not only like cars, you like to work a deal.
Yeah.
And you like to make the whole process of the system intrigues you. I can hear it. And it intrigues me.
For
I'm
sure.
with you. I completely understand that. And one of the things I looked at doing when I was in school, and I wasn't able to do it, because I guess God protected me, was I was going to finance a whole bunch of these machines at the market that put air in your car, tire. And you put a quarter or whatever in there, and it turns on the air compressor and puts air in your tire. And I was going to borrow like $10,000 and put these machines everywhere. And of course, that was going to make me rich. It would have not done that at all. It would have caused me to take my eye off the ball. I would not have graduated from school because I would have been screwing around with freaking air.
Yeah.
Literally. And so looking back on it, when I look back on it, it really looks silly. But when I had the entrepreneurial froth, when I had the fever, and I was running a fever, and I thought this was going to be my way to wealth, I was all about air machines, and I look back on it, it's almost humorous now. But and that, honestly, what you're talking about doesn't sound that dumb as my idea was. But when you look back on it, it may feel dumb.
Yeah.
As opposed to what Anthony's saying, use your money on Zach.
Yeah.
Zach is a better deal than a trendy app to Airbnb your car that you don't even own yet.
Absolutely.
And put money in Zach.
Yeah.
And that you'll have plenty of chances to make mistakes with your entrepreneurial zeal later.
Yeah. No, he's right.
I've made a living making mistakes. I've made more mistakes than I have done smart things.
Yeah.
Many, many more. But I've tried to do them in such a way that they did not cause me to take my eye off the ball, and they were not fatal errors when I failed at them.
Yeah.
And so there's too many things wrong with this story. You're going to go into debt.
Yep.
You're going to go further into debt for school, which you shouldn't be doing. You ought to be working your way around that. You're going to take your eye off the ball. You're going to be worried about this instead of your studies. You're going to be screwing around with this stupid app, and entrepreneurs, Zach, we all are a little bit ADD.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
There's always something getting our attention, and that's what's happening to you here. And it's easy for us to sit over here on the outside looking in and see that, but you're in the middle of it and you got the fever. So please don't do it.
No.
That's the answer to your question.
And it's a headache possibly waiting too, Dave. And I really want Zach to hear me. One of my friends does that, and he says, Anthony, man, one of my cars got into a car accident, and the last thing I want you to be worried about is school, now this business, and then now an accident.
Yeah, and it's in your name.
Yes,
and I'm not sure what insurance is.
Insurance has to go up because it's peer to peer. So it's like
well, or it doesn't cover it at all. I mean, there's some companies that won't cover delivering pizza.
Yeah.
They won't, because that's a commercial activity as far as they're concerned. You wreck your car while you're delivering pizza, they won't cover you. And so you need to look at all that, and that's, or don't look at all of it because you're not doing it.
Right.
That's a better idea. Open phones at 888-825-5225. You jump in. We'll talk about your life and your money. Juan asks on Facebook, where do student loans fit into your 7 baby steps?
Student loans, as far as I'm paying them off, fits in at baby step number 2. All right. It doesn't matter where they are. Baby step number 2, paying off all your debt using the debt snowball. Just line them up. If you have a credit card, that's $500, and if you have a car, that's $10,000, and your student loans are $20,000, it's going to be third in line, and so it falls into baby step number 2.
There's an emotional temptation when the student loans, especially when they're large, to try to treat them in a later baby step like they're a mortgage.
Yeah.
But
like
that is a mistake.
6. Huge mistake.
You need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
If it's a mountain, you need to tear that mountain down.
And a lot of people right now, Dave, are waiting for the government to see what, our new president and Congress is going to do. Since you don't have to make any payments, since you don't have any interest accruing on it right now, I'm just going to let it sit there and just wait for the government. And I will personally say, this is my personal opinion, that it is a huge mistake. If you have the money, if you have the resources, attack all of your debt right now, especially if your student loans are your only debt. Take advantage of this time of making payments without any interest rocking up on you. And if the government does do something down the road, great. If they don't, you're still moving forward.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when you say the words out loud, I'm waiting on the government to fix my life, by definition, you have signed away your life.
Pretty much.
You pretty much have signed up for Loserville.
Yeah.
The government is going to fix your life. Come on, let's all laugh right now. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah, ah.